Short-term insurer Line of Africa Insurance has become the first insurance company to achieve a level 1 BBBE rating in terms of the BBB Act of 2003. To find out more about this, we're joined in studio by the Group CEO, Adam Sami. Welcome, Adam.
Hi, good morning.
Tell us what this means, first of all.
Well, I think it's an important milestone for financial services in South Africa. Operating in the first world segment of our economy, we've always had the argument of the difficulty in achieving the advancement of black people through all levels of a business and by implication through all levels of the economy. And I think a company like Line of Africa achieving this kind of status certainly brings home the fact that South Africa is diverse. It does have the pool of talent that it can draw from. And I think it vindicates the position that some people in organizations like BMF and generally in black business have taken, that the talent is available. It's a question of South Africans trying to find it and expand it.
Adam, in terms of the seven elements of the code of the BBB Act of 2003, can you expand on those?
Yes, look, there are seven what are called pillars, and they comprise things like ownership, support for other business, employment equity, training and development of people. And in fact, you know, whilst the emphasis is on black and the advancement of black people, and by implication kind of racist overtones, it really is about the developmental aspects of South Africa's economy and how we bring previously excluded people and disadvantaged people into the mainstream. As such, you know, it's more than a scorecard kind of approach. It really becomes a business imperative for South Africans. If we are to develop our own economy, it means that we need to bring as many of our own people into the operation of the mainstream.
Adam, what do you think of some of the real reasons for the lack of transparency then in terms of empowerment?
Yeah, I think it really comes down to a mental approach. In Line of Africa, we adopt the view that this is not about a scorecard, that it is a business imperative. And I think that what we do in this process of, if you like, social adjustment, we lose sight of the fact that we all have a responsibility of creating a better economy for the betterment of all people in South Africa, not for one particular race group over another. And so as we create these opportunities for different parts of the population, we add to the wealth of the country.
And there are a number of challenges facing companies in terms of this. I mean, we've got the skills, we've got skills retention policies, we've got erosion of skills, we've got the brain drain, and it's not just white South Africans leaving the country.
Exactly right.
And then you've got fronting. You know, I mean, there are lots of challenges to face. I mean, are companies taking the right approach? How are they overcoming these challenges?
I think it's easy to take a shortcut. If one takes a view that empowerment and transformation is a tick box, it's a compliance issue, then that's really where some of these malpractices are allowed to flourish. I think the issue really is that if one takes an approach that this is something that is good to do for business, for the country and for its people, I think that's when the innovation kicks in. At Line of Africa, we focus on building a business that is focused on giving good service and quality services to people. And so the issue is not about race. It's not about trying to align races. The issue is trying to get South Africans working together across color lines.
So how did you do that at Line of Africa? I mean, was it specifically a lot of training or upskilling?
Well, essentially what we do is we started from the bottom up, in effect. We bring young people, they're talented South Africans, university going age. We bring them into the business. We expose them to the business broadly. But the one thing that we insist on is that these people will improve their skills, so they will go to school. If they've got a university degree, we want to see them do further studies in terms of a particular discipline that's good for the business and is good for their career. So it's a very forward-looking process. Line of Africa is now 10 years old. And we've been at this for 10 years. And you know, it is really great.
So you've also learned your lessons along the way.
Correct. It's really great that, you know, after that we can look back and say, well, that was a good job, well done.
So I would imagine at the end of the day, something key is very, very tough performance management strategy.
Absolutely. You know, we take no prisoners. Nobody, you know, people that have a job in the organization have a job simply because they deserve it. They have the talent and they have the aptitude to do it, and the commitment to do it.
Adam Sami, CEO of Lion of Africa, well done, and thanks for joining us
Thank
in
you
the
very much.
studio.
Thank you.